it would have allowed, if the commissioners, county commissioners decided to allow corporate farming, then the voters could decide whether they accepted that ruling or not. They could force it on a ballot to vote and decide. So it truly was a local decision if that amendment would have passed. What happened was the amendment was getting support in committee, and the chairman saw it, and so he shut down discussion and asked for a committee in the summer to research the issue. Well, we had enough local pushback, which was so good, and that tells you the process was working. People spoke out against the bill and said, you know, we do not want corporate farming in Kansas. We have family corporate farming in Kansas, but you have to have one of the owners has to live and be operating the operation, and then the other item is it can only go so many generations back. So it is truly family corporate farming in Kansas, and we want to keep it that way, and we want to protect our family farms. The other, and I'll always side on the family farm for Kansans. That's what we need to support. The other item, I introduced a bill, actually I introduced it last year. It's kind of funny, talk about a software glitch. The system, somehow the bill got lost with the software, but I reintroduced it this year. It's a bill on drones. We kind of want to get ahead of this in Kansas. You know, we hear so much about the NSA and government spying on us and the abuse of drones. And so what the bill's intent is to protect you from anybody spying on you, and they couldn't be used for weapons. And but then the bill is also to support the industry of drones, because we're looking at a potentially, I've been told, $80 billion industry for drones, and Kansas has some of the best researchers on that right now. It's got some tremendous agriculture use. They can actually fly the drone out to tell you where you need to spray the chemicals to, you know, cut down on weeds or nutritions for your crops. And if we do this, not only will it save money for the farmers, it'll also decrease the amount of chemicals that are used. So it's really a great opportunity. So we want to be on the forefront of this, and so that's part of the reason I introduced the bill, was so that we can be on the forefront, but also to protect our privacy as citizens, so that we know somebody's not spying on us or using the drone to drive deer. That's actually going on from your neighbor's property over to your property, so you can get a good hunt. So yeah, so we are trying to do things up at the Capitol to protect family farms.
Yesterday, we kind of a related topic. We had a couple of bills we worked concerning EPA regulations, and one was it came from Ag Committee. We're consolidating 2 fee funds into 1 fee fund and a restructure, and much to do about making sure that it's clear that we are regulating our water quality and air quality from a state regulatory environment rather than the EPA. We're getting a lot of push down from the federal government wanting to increase regulations, and we're trying to head that off. The other bill concerned carbon CO2, and a similar situation, to make sure that we're making a proposal to the EPA that we regulate this ourselves and not them, because it's very important that we don't hamper our industries and several industries' ability to make a living and provide jobs and economy for our state. And there's a lot of top-down, and it isn't all bad what we do at the state level or in government. Our state regulators are respected. KCC, if you ask oil and gas producers, they want to be regulated by the KCC. They give a buffer between our producers and a federal bureaucracy that doesn't understand what we do here in our state. And I was raised on a farm. My dad always taught me that the best environmentalist is somebody in agribusiness. We care about the land because it's where we make our life. And you protect your waterways, you use chemicals very carefully, and you do things well. And that's our heritage, and that's what we need to continue to promote and do, and allow our ag industry to make a living. When you add the value added component of to agriculture, whatever part of that business you're in, it's a huge part of our economy in the state.